Hello and welcome back to Rocket Rabbit Commentaries playthrough, the third playthrough, the final playthrough of NieR Automata. We spent a lot of hours getting to this exact cutscene where now 2B is entering the operation as Super Machine Gun Kelly, and in this part we're going to be joining the ground fight in order to put a stop to the machine onslaught once and for all.
Be careful, okay? The mission will be in full swing by the time you get there. I will. And thanks.
Alright, so you gonna use your super spread gun?
We're going to be using our super swords.
Oh.
Shut up, Council of Humanity. Nobody wants to listen to you anymore.
No, well, mostly because you and I have already been spoiled of the fact that they no longer exist, so.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. If you're watching this third and final play, there was a serious graphical glitch that caused a jump cut there. If you're watching this third and final playthrough of the game, then you should already be up to speed on what we have learned. Things that you can only have learned by playing through the game multiple times. Really warming you up to the major, plot twist. The Council of Humanity is actually an invention of Project YorHa, that humanity is extinct, and that the only remnants of humanity left are strands of human genomes and DNA. They're locked in vaults on the moon. The reason why these things were kept secret from the androids is so that the androids could have something worth fighting for.
And, because we're still attempting to simulate humanity, and humanity's drive to defend itself is very important in that.
It was a dark and cloudy day.
"2B,
What's our status?
the operation is underway, and a few squads have already engaged the enemy.
Yay!
Our orders are to function as a kind of guerrilla unit that provides support as necessary.
Oh,
I've
and
ordered our
2B?
squad's current positions to your map.
Just, yeah. What's that over there? While we, get a booty shot real quick.
Executioner droids!
Okay, so now the machines are actively hostile and trying to kill us. And they're high level.
Hey, this is a machine I've hacked into before. I'll set off the delayed virus to see if I can damage it physically.
It is refreshing, finally, to be playing as a machine that cannot defeat other machines by hacking. This personally was very refreshing to me after basically hacking my way through the entire second playthrough of the game.
Although, 2B isn't anywhere near as efficient at destroying these machines as 9S is.
Efficient? I mean, is it... Just the question is it fun? How's your awesome per
That's
second
true.
metric looking? Because honestly, having to dodge enemy attacks was not really a thing as 9S, because you can't hit the if you tried dodging enemy attacks while attempting a hack, then you have to start the hack all over again.
Right.
I also appreciate that the game remembered the exact loadout that I had for 2B, a character whom I had not played as for 10 hours. Thank you, NieR Automata.
Alright, so we got a machine arm.
Oh, yes. An arm and a leg. We will sell these things on the market. Hopefully we'll find a machine
And
that
then
needs
we
a
will be able
prosthetic.
to pay our
Unit
taxes.
7B with Vanguard Squadron Delta. We're currently pinned
Oh,
down
yeah,
by
this
machines
part.
that appear to have lost
Yeah.
their minds. This is Unit
You know, the
2B.
one thing that we haven't really gotten into in these numerous hours we spent playing and watching NieR Automata is the reliquary system. You know what a reliquary system is, Mr. Gerdat?
Well, I do believe it is it's the archive of various things that we have interacted with throughout the playthroughs. Yes.
Archive is close. It is a thing that remembers. What is it? What does it remember? It remembers our plug-in chips. Yes,
Okay.
because the game's ability to memorize plug-in chips and weapons loadouts is very important. Why does the game want to keep a close record of your plug-in chips? Oh, we will finally see in these next couple of parts. They're high level. They deal lots of damage on swing because of the difference in level.
No, what do you mean difference? I mean, sure, they're 15 levels higher than you, but that's only like an hour of grinding, at least in this game.
Well, more than that, to be honest. You gotta find a lot of machines in order to grind up that much. But it does get kind of tiresome. Take Pokemon for instance. In Pokemon, if you go into the grass, all the Pokemon are within like 5 levels of each other. But then as you go from area to area, then the average level increases as you go further through the game. So you're not going to find level 25 Pokemon in the same level as you would find level 45 Pokemon.
We're heading out to some
You poor sap, you.
Well, am I missing something?
You don't actually remember one of the more interesting things that Generation 5 did, do you?
That's probably because I didn't play Generation 5, so I can't remember things I was not exposed to.
Oh, all right. So, as a post-game reward, one of the big things that Generation 5 did was it introduced daily swarms, where relatively difficult to obtain or otherwise impossible to obtain Pokemon would show up on specific routes during a swarm for a set period of time. These Pokemon would actually be significantly underleveled from where you were in the game, as well as they would be slightly lower level than what they were supposed to be for that area, or they could be horrendously overleveled. I do believe that was how you were supposed to capture Wild Hippowdon, specifically.
I see. Well, I'm glad to see that they were trying something different. A foolish doll tried taking on a powerful foe at an empty theater. So yes,
But that is not what actually happened here. A foolish doll tried taking down a legion of weaker foes and got hit by a large rocket punch.
Okay, so reliquary system active, Dark Souls logic. We have found our body. Do you want to use invincibility frames so you can reapply your plug-in chips? You bet you I do.
Okay.
So yeah, that was a thing. To think that it took us to the third and final playthrough of the game to actually die for, so the game can explain to us how the death system works. It's still frustrating as hell, mind you. I fucking hate dying in this game. That's why I never increased the difficulty. Especially because this is an autosave. I mean, there is no autosave in this game, so it's nice that the game is giving us a chance to get our shit back, but it's still gonna set you back a peg. It also lets you know that just because you have auto heal on, well, auto use item, I should say, you still have to meet the minimum threshold in order for the game to apply a healing item. Because this level 60 foe did 55% damage to us, which means we had 45% remaining. However, because the auto-use item threshold is 25% health, the game did not think to apply an item so that we would not survive another attack of 55% health to us from an enemy that is conspicuously much more powerful than we are.
Not much more powerful. I mean, he hits like a hammer, certainly, but that doesn't make him much more powerful. That makes him a bigger threat.
Now, I just like that I get to take my time with this guy. That I'm using hand-to-hand combat as 2B. Well, hand-to-hand combat and also using the spear as my heavy weapon attack.
Did we get to see much of the spear in the first playthrough?
Not much. I was varying the weapons I was using in the 2B playthrough somewhat, so like every 5-6 parts or so I was using a different weapon. All it does is just change the speed at which you destroy enemies. You know what really has an effect on how effectively you take out your foes? Is the difficulty. I could even make it easier.
So why don't you have anything equipped to your pod to make his individual shots more powerful?
Oh yeah, that's right. Because I have pod specials that I'm not even thinking to use right now, like super duper laser attack with massive cooldown. You, of course, because we've been playing as 9S during the previous playthrough, you probably had unlearned a lot of habits that you had acquired while playing as 2B. For example, your pod. What use is a pod if all you have to do is just hack the fucking thing over and over and over again? Basically doing nothing in real time except for pressing and holding the triangle button on your PS4 controller, on your PS4 enabled app of this game, in order to defeat your foes in real time by freezing the clock and then taking them out in hacking minigame land. Also, dramatic explosions going off for no reason. Very, very movie. Very cinematic.
No, very broken keys.
Alright, so that was a fight that took some time. I feel diverted. Especially the part that I probably finally forgave this game for killing me in the first place. Fuck you, NieR Automata. I love you. Dun, 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 dun. And I do like that. Finally, we're listening to some new music tracks.
Well, this is a concurrent action piece, so it makes sense that we have, you know, a bit of bombast and tension build up.
Boom, bassa boom.
We're being worn down by a fierce enemy attack.
Yep. Go to the place, kill the things. Gotcha.
Run, and thanks.
Huh. My fellow YorHa units are much lower level. They have no chance whatsoever without our assistance.
The big issue that you gotta look out for here is the fact that these guys actually have charging plasma rifles, so, and the ability to do falling spread shots.
And also,
Falling spread shot is a thing that, although I enjoy having, it's not an attack that I ever actually enjoy using. Mostly because it delays the amount of damage you have so much. And it's always a pain in the ass to fight against because it's difficult to tell where they're going to fall down. Especially these, because I don't think these actually have intended drop shadows, do they?
what, the enemy's having intended drop? You mean the... Oh, shit, we failed to save the squad. It's okay. It's okay. Just keep fighting.
We should head to another area and provide
you are not... No, these little energy balls do not have shadows. Probably because they are made of energy and probably emitting light, hence we can see them. And things that emit light normally do not cause shadows in and of themselves.
But as they are at least semi-physical constructs, wouldn't light actually cast a shadow behind them as a course of interaction?
No, it's a sphere that emits lights in all directions.
Okay.
Now the question is, do the robots leave drop shadows? Like, for example, if fucking mid-size buddy tries doing a stomp attack on us, no, I don't think he leaves a drop. No, he does. I mean, it's not that you're going to have enough time to use the drop shadow. What should be the greatest tell that you're about to get hit by a stomp attack is you watch the guy jump up in the air.
2B, we've sighted new enemies in the region. They've got attack squadron Omega surrounded and are giving them one hell of a fight. Can you get over there and provide support ASAP?
And in the next part, we're going to go and give support
Ninja
ASAP.
running.
We need to hurry.
Hurry!